Hello, good morning. Welcome to the business news on Sunrise. Coming up this morning, Bank of Ghana partners with Commercial Bank to tighten risk management and protect depositors and increase forged land titles and fake collateral documents. The Bank of Ghana has raised concerns over a growing trend of forged land titles and falsified ownership documents being used to secure bank loans. Governor Dr. Johnson Isiama warns that the practice threatens loan recovery efforts, weakens bank balance sheets, and undermines public confidence in the financial system. Meanwhile, the central bank has reaffirmed its commitment to collaborate closely with commercial financial institutions to strengthen risk management practices and uphold public trust across the industry.
The 130th Post-Monetary Policy Speaking at the 130th Post-Monetary Policy Committee engagement with heads of banks, Governor Dr. Johnson Isiama disclosed that the central bank's supervisory work has uncovered cases where properties were pledged as collateral without the knowledge of their legitimate owners, while ownership documents and consent letters were forged to support credit applications. He urged banks to strengthen due diligence, enforce stricter verification procedures for third-party collateral, and take disciplinary action against any staff found to have facilitated such fraudulent transactions.
Ownership documents have been forged and consent letters have been falsified. The implications are very severe. When collateral cannot be legally enforced, when loan recoveries are compromised, when balance sheets are weakened, and when public confidence is undermined, these are very important issues. I therefore urge all CEOs gathered here, you have to act decisively.
Dr. Isiama says the Bank of Ghana will continue to work with banks to strengthen risk management practices and safeguard confidence in the financial system.
The challenge before us is not just to preserve stability, but to transform stability into prosperity for our people. Let us therefore leverage this stability and work together to channel capital into productive sectors.
Meanwhile, the central bank governor said the time has come for financial institutions to move beyond traditional lending and play a more active role in supporting entrepreneurship, exports, and productive investment across the country.
The Ghana Stock Exchange is rolling out far-reaching structural and technological upgrades to sustain an unprecedented era of market expansion. This strategic overhaul follows a phenomenal 625% explosion in the total number of executed trades handled by the bourse so far this year. Managing Director of the GSE, Abena Amwa, noted that because public and institutional interest in the exchange is growing so rapidly, bolstering the market's foundational infrastructure has become paramount.
Over 457,000 trades have been executed, compared to 63,000 the same period last year, an increase of over 625%, and a lot of this interest coming from retail investors. These figures reflect growing investor confidence, improving liquidity, and broadening participation across all segments. But beyond performance, when interest in it is growing so rapidly, we need to strengthen our market infrastructure, and that is why we are enhancing our technology, partnering with our fintechs and our brokers to put out more digital investment tools to meet that investor demand. Also, through the government, we are actively advancing the listing of SOEs. We believe this initiative will unlock value, strengthen governance, and deepen our markets further.
Now, the Environmental Protection Authority says the battle against illegal mining locally as Galamsey is far from over, despite the significant challenges involved. Speaking at the Environmental Sustainability Summit 2026, organized by the Business and Financial Times, Senior Program Officer at the Environmental Protection Authority, Hope Kotoka, delivering remarks on behalf of the authority's chief executive officer, said efforts are underway to strengthen the EPA's operations and enhance its capacity to effectively deliver on its mandates.
The Galamsey fight needs a lot of stakeholders to come on board. EPA cannot do it alone. EPA is doing its best to play a role, but we need a lot, including we ourselves, as citizens of the country. We must also change our attitude. A lot of us are given to quick money, and that is why many people are going to the Galamsey. So the fight against Galamsey, we have not lost it totally. EPA is doing its best, but we need all of us to come on board so that we can be able to win this fight against Galamsey. I don't speak for NIMOS, I'm just a public servant. Yeah, NIMOS is doing its bits. The chiefs and the locals in the community must also support. Some of these, the Galamsey fight is a very complex fight. It's not a simple one. So we need everybody on board, all the stakeholders on board to be able to fight it. So if you are fighting it from one side and the other side doesn't support it, you cannot win the fight. These community people, they must also show goodwill towards the fight against Galamsey. And so when everybody comes on board, including you, the journalists, and everyone, you are doing your bit also. If we all rise up to the occasion, this fight against Galamsey will be won.
We'll now take a look at how the city is faring against major trading currencies and how some of key commodities are also faring on the global market.
Interbank Foreign Exchange Market, the dollar is selling at 11 cedis, 15 pesos. It gained 5 pesos. The British pound is selling at 14 cedis, 98 pesos. It gained 7 pesos. The euro is selling at 12 cedis, 95 pesos. It also gained 7 pesos. However, be guided that these figures could be higher at a Forex bureau near you. On the global commodities market, Brent crude is trading at $78.82 per barrel. Gold is trading at $4,341.85 per ounce, up by $30.16. Cocoa is trading at $4,232 per ton, up by $260.
That'll be all for the business news on 3FM 92.7. For more stories and business, please check out our website, 3news.com. My name is Christabel Success Treve. The rest of the Sunrise team are on standby.